Sahabat Binamandiri, video ini berisi kunjungan ke Mitra Kerja Binamandiri yang berada di kota Bratislava, Slovakia. Seperti apakah potensi peluang kerja pasca pandemik gelombang pertama di sana? Benefit apa saja yang ditawarkan? Serta apa sajakah tantangan yang perlu sahabat Binamandiri ketahui untuk meraih peluang bekerja di Slovakia? Tonton terus video ini tanpa di-skip dan pastikan sahabat Binamandiri subscribe, like, komen, dan share untuk mendapatkan info seputar peluang kerja di luar negeri. Masih dalam perjalanan Binamandiri keliling Eropa. Pada kesempatan kali ini, kami mengajak sahabat Binamandiri untuk mengunjungi salah satu mitra kerja Binamandiri yang berada di kota Bratislava, Slovakia. Yuk ikuti perbincangan kami.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi sahabat Binamandiri. Alhamdulillah pagi ini kita sudah di Slovakia setelah kemarin kita di Polandia dan Hungaria. Today we are with Madam Jana. Well, I'm supposed to call it Jana. Jana. Yes, okay. Yes. He is a business partner of the Edgar Baker. Dan Binamandiri is now cooperative with Edgar Baker to place candidate for the ADN, which is the car seat factory from America, which is the factory is located in Sicily. Zilina. Quite difficult to pronounce. Yeah. So we will talk with Madam Jana about Slovakia. So Madam Jana, how is the employment situation in Slovakia?
Thank you very much. So the situation in Slovakia concerning employment is rather say not very positive at the moment, because during COVID times it looked like that our unemployment rate will go high since the people will be unemployed. But now after the recovery from COVID, the situation is now getting back to the pre-COVID times, and we are getting to very low levels of unemployment rate, which is about less than 7%.
Less than 7%.
It means that currently we have about 80,000 open vacancies for which we do not have sufficient Slovak people to find for these open positions, and therefore we are forced to find people somewhere else. So therefore the international recruitment is now playing a crucial role with finding the people. Okay. Of course we cooperate with countries around, like due to close of culture and language, like for example Ukrainian was a big source, an interesting country for Slovakia, but the situation now in Ukraine is like it is, so of course we are happy to cooperate also with some other countries, even from Asia, because we have to cover this position and find some people. So now the cooperation is exactly like with Indonesia for like you mentioned, for company at the end.
So 80,000 means that if we can, let's say 10%, it'd be like 800 people, right? So hopefully we can fill just 10% or maybe more.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of position that is in need, or what the Slovakians looking for?
Yes. So mostly, actually, we can say in general that every segment is now missing people. Every sector is missing people. When we start about production, as such, automotive, machinery industry, electrotechnical industry, mostly operators, assembly workers, all these people missing. So this is as for production, but not only production, we also need people in hotels, restaurant segment, and also healthcare system is missing people a lot, nurses, doctors, not to speak about IT people. Normally it's about 15,000 IT positions open at the moment, so it's really a lot of people missing, and we do not have sufficient staff at home. And the reason is simple, because Slovakia, as most of the European countries, are getting older. So our demography is not very positive, and to tell the truth, also the education system doesn't correspond very well with, let's say, the needs of our labor market. So somehow it happened that we really miss a lot of people at the moment.
So there's a huge demand.
Yes,
here.
exactly.
Can you say how much is the average salary and what are the other benefits for a person coming to Slovakia?
So first of all, it's necessary to say that the average salary in Slovakia is at the moment about 1,200 euros. It's 1,200
That's it
euros.
Gross salary.
Gross. We are talking always about gross, brutto salary. It is necessary to say that every person is socially insured, healthcare insurance. So therefore, we are speaking about always brutto salary, because out of this it's paid insurance, social insurance, then healthcare system insurance by the company and the employee as well. So the system is perfectly built for people working here and living here, because everything is covered. Of course, they have people have normally 20 or 25 paid holidays per year, and companies mostly, since they are missing people, they are also providing quite generous benefit system of perks and other advantages, kind of depending on of course depending on type of jobs, but for example some payments for kind of sport activities, swimming pools, some team building activities, and this is financed by the companies as well. Not to speak about the system of hot lunches or meal vouchers, which every company provides for the employees. So this is taken care of.
Okay, so let's say, because sorry to say, Indonesian is not really aware about gross salary. Normally they just want to know what is the take-home pay after the tax. So how much is the tax and all the payment that we have to pay for from to the government?
So just for easy calculation, when we speak about 1,000, let's say 1,000 salary, your net salary is about 750.
750. So let's say about 25%. It says this is for the tax and the insurance, right?
Yeah. Okay. But it's from the point of employee, and then it's the cost of labor, which paid employers then. But this is not interesting, maybe so much.
Okay. I know that we always say to our Indonesian that it's quite difficult to bring people who has experience overseas within the last 3 years. Maybe you can inform the reason?
So the process of getting permissions, work permit and resident permit, is not easy, to tell the truth. Of course, there was some simplification made over the last years, but still it's it is true that it for overseas people, or maybe people like from Asian countries, it will take minimum 90 days, even more, because you have to apply via consulate, which even takes more time. So let's calculate about 4 or 5 months are needed for getting permission. When the people worked over the last 3 years in some other country, they are then also to prove their clean crime register also from these countries, which makes the documentation process more difficult, because you have to get apostilled crime registers. or even super legalized, depending which country is it. I don't want to go to details, but this makes all the process more difficult. But I'm not saying it's not possible. It's that it's impossible. Everything is possible, but it's more difficult.
If someone, Indonesian person or people, wants to come to Slovakia, what they have to prepare? What kind of worker that Slovakia need?
So it's an interesting question. So first of all, they must be prepared for work, so hardworking people, definitely. Mostly the job is in a 3 shift production system, so they must be prepared also for this. But of course, they are informed about everything up front. It's not like that they come here and don't know what to do. So it's mostly 3 shift system. I must say that our companies are getting ready for arrival of foreigners very well, because they also prepare documentation, even some kind of coordinator who will help with communication. So from this point of view, the adaptation process of the new people coming is quite simple and easy, of course, depending on the willingness of people. If they would like to work, I think they will find a nice and satisfied life here.
So it means that they need to have a good physical, ready to go for hard work. English? Okay, of course, it's always the advantage, when you speak English, it's always the advantage. But even when people don't speak English, as I said, the companies are getting ready through coordinators. So there is normally one local person speaking local language who will help with communication between team leaders and headquarters, let's say, and the staff. So this is our conversation with Madam Jana from Edgar Baker, one of Binamandiri partners in Slovakia. And we started with Adian's car seat from US. Sahabat Binamandiri, peluang itu ada di Slovakia. Ada 80,000 openings. Gaji roughly about 1,200 euros. Basic, so it will be much more when they have more time to work, right? So peluang itu ada, harus siap, bahasa jangan lupa, be a smart worker for a better future. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Demikian perbincangan seputar peluang kerja di Slovakia. Semoga tayangan ini menjadi inspirasi dan motivasi bagi sahabat Binamandiri yang memiliki impian meraih peluang kerja di Slovakia. Silahkan kunjungi situs Binamandiri, juga ikuti terus media sosial dan channel kami untuk mendapatkan info seputar peluang kerja di luar negeri.
Takže pozdravujem všetkých v Indonézii. Ja pevne verím, že naša krajina Slovensko, ktorá potrebuje ľudí aj zo zahraničia na vyplnenie našich chýbajúcich pracovných pozícií, privíta aj teda nových zamestnancov, potenciálnych kandidátov aj z krajiny Indonézia. Ste tu veľmi vítaní a verím, že budete spokojní v našej bezpečnej krajine. Ďakujem. Okay, so we would like to welcome people of Indonesia in our country, because Slovakia is missing people for open vacancies, and we need also people from abroad. And I believe that the Slovakia can become your new home and place of work, because we are safe and nice country and we have a lot to offer. Thank you very much.
Sampai jumpa di tayangan berikutnya. Be smart worker for a better future.